Okay, this is Algebra 1, Set 111, Abstract Rational Equations. Okay, so the first thing that we need to talk about is a little disclaimer about these kind of equations, and that is when you look at the denominators of these equations, when they give you the problem, they're always going to tell you what x cannot be. So when you're looking, in this case, when you're looking at it and you see x in the bottom, or x minus 2 in the bottom, or 2x in the bottom, we know that the denominator of a fraction can never be equal to 0. So we have to say that x cannot be equal to 0 in this case, or x cannot be equal to 2 in this case. And then same thing here, x cannot be equal to 0. And that's just going to come when they give you the problem. They'll give you the equation and then they'll say x is not equal to 0 or 2, and that's just what that means. So let's do an example. In this case it says find m. The first step that we need to do is we need to get rid of those denominators. So we're going to multiply everything by xm, and then we're going to start canceling. We're going to cancel out those x's, then we can multiply m times 1, we get m. Then we'll cancel out the m's and multiply b times x, and then that equals cxm. And it says we're solving for m, so the first thing we need to do is get the m's together. So we'll subtract cxm, and then we'll subtract that bx, get it on the other side. So we have m minus cxm equals negative bx. Okay, now we need to pull that m out of both the m and the cxm. So when we pull that out, we get 1 minus cx equals negative bx. And the very last step is we need to divide both sides by 1 minus cx. So our solution is negative bx over 1 minus cx. Now, a lot of times when you look in the answers, they don't like those negative signs in there. And if you solved it a different way, just different order of steps, then you might get a different solution. So the solution is also bx over cx minus 1. You can do it either way. Okay, let's do the next example. Find b. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of the denominator. We'll multiply everything by db. Then we'll cancel. So d times a, we'll cancel those d's. So we get c times b equals x times d times b. Now we're solving for b, so we have to get the b's together. So we'll do cb minus xdb, and then we can subtract dA from the other side. And then we'll need to pull that b out. So we have b is on the outside, and then c minus xd is on the inside, equals negative dA. Last step in solving for b is we divide both sides by c minus xd. So we get negative dA over c minus xd. And again, the other way that you could write this is dA over xd minus c. Okay, next problem, find x. Okay, we need to get rid of the denominator, so let's multiply everything by bx. Let's cancel and multiply. So we get xa minus cxb equals db. We're solving for x. X is already together, so all we have to do is pull it out. Equals db, and then divide both sides by a minus cb. And just to show you that it can be written another way, it can be written like that. Okay, now we're going to find x in this problem. It's just a little bit longer. So it's the exact same thing. We're just going to multiply everything by xn. Then we're going to cancel what we can, and we'll multiply out a times n minus yxn plus mx equals kxn. In this case we have 3 x's that we need to get together. So we'll just leave an on the other side, and we'll add the yxn, and we'll subtract mx. Okay, now we just need to pull out an x and divide both sides. So x is equal to an divided by kn plus yn minus m.